our next guest on the Sports Hour show is a US college basketballer at Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles. He's originally from South Sudan, though he moved to Melbourne at a young age and lived in the western suburbs of Melbourne. Welcome to the Sports Hour show on BRIMBANK Live on Live FM, Mayoum. How you going, Mayoum?
Thank you for having me, Max. I'm doing good.
That's great. It's great to have you on, and to hear your new accent is brilliant. So, how is everything going? Firstly, in the US at the moment, how is it living there?
Living here, like it's great living out here. Everything is close by. I literally got a store right there, 5 minutes away from me. The gym is 2 minutes away. It's just I'm in a really good situation right now.
That's brilliant. It's good to hear. And we'll speak about a bit of your early life. You came from South Sudan to Melbourne, and you played cricket at Sunshine Heights, and then you obviously got into basketball. How was that moving from Sudan, and how old were you at the time? And then coming to Melbourne in your early life, how did you find it?
Well, don't really remember much as a young kid coming over here to Australia. So basically raised out here since 3 years old. Found it really nice. Got involved with sports really early in my age. Pretty sure cricket was the first sport I was introduced to. And that was the Matthew Shawcross. So cricket, that really things in my life because it really taught me discipline, how to act, how to be mature, and yeah.
Yeah, that's brilliant. And it's great to hear that. So you played cricket before basketball and you played cricket at Sunshine Heights. Do you think that cricketing experience really helped you in your life and to get to where you are today?
Yeah, most definitely. Without meeting the people I met, like you, your dad, Matthew Shaw. Yeah, so actually I'm currently in Florida, leaving to Los Angeles on Sunday, this coming Sunday. But with that being said, like I said before, meeting your dad, the people at Sunshine Heights Cricket Club, Matthew Shawcross, just everybody in general really taught me to be the man I am today. And yeah.
Yeah, that's great to hear. And you played 88 games for Sunshine Heights and even made it to rep cricket level. What were your memories of those younger years playing cricket at Sunshine Heights and living here?
It's got to be a memory to remember. One memory I remember is when I was on 82 runs and I made this silly play and I hit the ball right up in the air for the fieldman to catch. And I would just ran off the field crying, just hoping to make a century.
Yeah. And you were a very good cricketer. You were a fast bowler and you batted as well. Do you think that do you miss it? Do you miss that cricket?
Yeah, so like on a day-to-day basis, I'll actually make the action of me bowling sometimes to see if I still got it.
Yes, that's awesome. And you're very much so a valuable player in our junior teams at Sunshine Heights. Then you stopped playing cricket and everyone at Sunshine Heights was like, where's Mayoum? Where is he? Like, he stopped playing. Was that the period where you really focused on basketball and that just really kicked off your basketball during that time?
No, so honestly, that was the period where I was confused on what sport I wanted to play. Because not only did I play basketball at the time, I actually pursued football as well. And at the time, I actually liked football more than basketball. And I was more dedicated to football. And I played at, I forgot the team, but it was a team right next to my house, Auburndale. I played for Auburndale.
And was that AFL, Australian rules football, or was that soccer?
That was Australian. Oh, I forgot that I played soccer as well. So I actually played soccer and cricket at the same time. And when I left cricket, I also left soccer to pursue basketball and football. And that's Australian rules football, which I really much enjoyed.
Wow, that's fantastic, and you're a very active sort of kid, and you definitely would be now still. Was that a sort of asset you had that really helped you in sport and led to a career path in one of the sports you played?
Yeah, it did. Being really active and like just so energetic really helped me with every sport I played in: cricket, soccer, football, just all of them.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And do you miss Australia now that you're away from home? Are you living just on your own now in Los Angeles? You're in Florida at the moment, but yeah,
Florida right now.
do you miss it?
I actually miss it every day. Gotta miss the family, the friends, all that. It's just not the same. But then again, I'm out here on a mission and I'm trying to make better of myself. So I got to do what I got to do. Out here in Florida, I live with my teammates from all over the country too. I got a teammate from Iceland, got some from Florida, Louisville, just all over.
Yes. And when you were younger, could you ever imagine yourself living in the US and playing basketball now?
Yeah, so when I first came out to the United States, I was nervous. So I didn't know what to expect. And the very first day I landed, it actually threw me in a game right away. It wasn't the best of games, but I I was still out there fighting, competing. I wasn't lighting up, but it was a hell of an experience and what it was.
Yeah. And I want to speak a little bit just before we get to your time there now. Who really how hard was the decision to decide to go to the US and pursue your goals in basketball? And who really supported you in that time to make that decision?
Gotta be my parents because they were the overall decision and left at a really young age. So I ain't really have nobody else but my parents. And having my parents let me go over to the States really showed that they really trusted me and thought I matured and thought I was ready for the next step.
Yeah. And were you getting interest from colleges in the US before coming over? And what was it in Australia that really helped your basketball and got it going?
Honestly, what really helped me to get to the United States was just my athleticism and being really active. And then when I got here, I've noticed that everybody else was like the same as me. I needed something to separate myself from everybody else. So that's why I like started working hard, started working on my craft, my skills, all of that. And junior year, 10th grade year, that's when I started really picking up my offers from colleges like Georgetown, Mississippi State, Auburn, LMU. I only got LMU this year, but a lot of coaches started falling, and it was just great. Just gave me the confidence that I needed.
That's brilliant. So you had to work hard when you arrived in the US. You just weren't offered all these scholarships. How hard was it during that time being in the US as a young basketballer, um, trying to make a career, and you still had a long way to go to get all these offers? What was that period like when you first arrived there? And
When I first arrived there, it was really hard because I was alone. Didn't want to like open up to nobody because I'm in a whole different country. The trust wasn't there yet, so I basically went about things myself. Tried to do everything myself, my schoolwork, get into places. Yeah, it was pretty tough. It was pretty tough. It
Yeah,
was a journey though. It was a really nice journey.
and it's great now that you're at a college now. What are the differences you've noticed in life in the US compared to Australia?
Some differences. Definitely the accent. Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see that.
Definitely the accent.
Yeah.
The food much different. Schooling. Honestly, just everything in general.
Hmm.
The public transport. just everything.
Yeah. And what really helped you get through these times while you were there? You're sort of on your own when you first arrived. What were the things that has helped you get through this time?
So when I first came down to the United States, the first couple of weeks, like I said, I was kind of on my own. And then getting on the AU team, I had met some teammates, their parents and all. They had brought me along to their house, so I stayed with them instead of staying with my coach, which I liked more. But meeting this new family really helped me. I had a teammate that I could like go out and play basketball with every day. Their parents were loving, treated me like I was their own kid. It was just great.
Yeah. And what have you been doing outside of basketball to keep yourself busy as well?
So during this COVID, really been on the game a lot.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Really been on the game a lot. Besides the game, um, been trying to get. Well, we've been in the gym a lot lately. We've been in the gym mostly just like one-on-one work. Not too many people in the gym. Outside running, just trying to stay active as much as possible. Just, yeah.
Yeah. And your basketball, you moved from the Potter's House Christian Academy High School, and you've gone to the Loyola Marymount University now at college there to play
Mm-hmm.
basketball. What's that jump been like, and what sort of level are you at now with your basketball?
So, like you said, high school, Potter's House was a high school, and Loyola Marymount is a university, collegiate level. So, competition is going to be much better. Facilities, schooling, everything. And reason why I chose Loyola Marymount was because of the coaching staff. They showed that family loving aspect that I really like. The teammates just like showed as much loving as the coaches did. It just felt great. It felt like it was the right choice to make.
Yeah, and I've done some research. You've got about 6 coaches, I think, including like head coach and assistants. Is is that really helping you develop as a basketballer? And how far away? There's been 15 people drafted out of Loyola University. How far away do you think you are from that position?
So I'm a long way to go. Just as of right now, I'm trying to learn, soak in as much information, and just get better.
Yeah, yeah. And how is basketball now playing there? And actually, I should ask you, at your time at Potter's House in high school, what was the basketball like then when you were playing? And I've seen some highlights. You've just been dominating with your dunks and drives to the rim. Um, what was basketball like there compared to Australia?
So the basketball out here is really it's so much competitive than it is back in Australia and more organized. The one thing you know is basketball out here is just so much better. It's just so much better. That's why I had to make the jump and see what it was about, and it lived up to its name. And like out here, my first year at Potter's House, actually really struggled due to a knee injury coming in. And so that first year at Potter's House, I really struggled. Probably only scored like at least 6 points a game. But then like with my competitive attitude, my willing to work hard, the second year over the summer, worked. So then my senior year, this last season coming up, well, when I just passed, I had a heck of a season, probably the best season I ever had. Averaged like at least 28 a game. Like you said, dunking the ball. It was just a
Yeah.
great season.
Yeah. And what's the atmosphere been like you at Potter's House when you played?
Atmosphere is great. Atmosphere is great. People in the community come and support. So Potter's House is actually a Christian school. So, and they're owned by a church, a really big church that gets like at least 300 in attendance. So the pastor, he actually at the end of the service asks everybody to come to the game, and a lot do, and it'd be a really good atmosphere. They come and support, yell, cheer, all of that good stuff.
Yeah. And what? And now you're at Loyola Marymount. What does that? You haven't played a game yet, I'm guessing. And what's ahead for you at that uni?
So as of right now, just a student of the game. Like I said, going up this Sunday. So I haven't really experienced much of LA or Loyola Marymount just yet, but hoping for the best though.
Yeah, lovely. And what does the pathway look for you now? Like, you're playing at Loyola. Can you tell us a bit about what level that's at? And I did some research. You get about an average of 2,200 at Loyola games, which is a massive crowd. What sort of level are you at? Can you explain to us here in Australia what level of basketball you're at the moment?
So, like I said, I'm at a university, and Loyola Marymount is at the collegiate level. I would say one level below the NBA, because everybody at the collegiate level, let's say the big time, Duke, Michigan, we're all on the same level but different conferences, and everybody's just fighting to get to the top place, which is the NBA.
Wow, that's brilliant. And do you have any inspirations in the NBA or any players you've come in contact with?
Haven't really met anybody out here in Florida, but LA, definitely going to be meeting some NBA players out there. And inspiration playing basketball in the NBA. It's a dream. It's a dream. Been a dream since I was a kid in Australia coming up here.
Do you ever think about maybe later on in your life coming back to Australia and playing in the NBL?
Like I said, the NBA is the dream, right? But coming back home and playing in the NBL, that'll be a dream too. Playing home, my family, my friends, and just being in that home atmosphere. It'll be a dream. It's great.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Definitely an option.
Yeah, great to hear. And many here would love to see you play. We're talking to Mayoum, who is a US college basketballer at Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles. He's originally from South Sudan and moved to Melbourne at a young age. And he played for the Sunshine Arts Cricket Club and lived in the BRIMBANK region. Now, Mayoum, in America, there's been a lot happening recently with the COVID-19, as well as the Black Lives Matter movement, which has hit Australia fairly heavily and impacted the community and society. What has been the impact you've seen in America?
Honestly, the Black Lives Matter movement is a movement that's got to be heard, because the way I see the system treating the Black community out here is horrendous. And like in Australia, I wouldn't be experiencing that as much, but coming out here is just like I see it everywhere I go. Shopping center, going to the park, the gym. It's just bad. And with this movement and this protesting, it's great because now people are hearing us and just understanding what us Black people are going through.
That's really moving and great to hear that. What are some examples of what you've experienced in America, like over maybe the racism, and what are you like hoping comes out of this movement?
Some stuff that I haven't experienced the level that other people have experienced, but just like walking to the shopping center or going inside a mall and being followed, thinking that I'm going to steal or something just because I'm Black. What else? Walking down the street, just random cars, just as they drive by, just curse or just scream out some racist stuff, you know.
Yeah, and with the COVID-19, how has that impacted you guys as well? It's pretty big in the outbreak in America. How has that been for you?
So it's been really hard because just like Australia, out here we have restrictions and like it's like 10 times worse. We actually got to stay in the house. Some colleges are actually shutting down all sports, including basketball, volleyball, just sports in whole. Uh, can't be in the gym as much as I want to. Yeah, so it's been hard.
Yeah, and is there what are some of the restrictions that have been put in place for you guys?
So the Amber Alert actually got sent out, let's say like a week ago, saying that everybody's got to be in the house by have been closing at around 6:30. It's just
Yeah.
Schools have shut down.
Yeah.
It's just
And how what are you hoping? What are you thinking now at the moment? So you're going to be going back to your college at Loyola Marymount. Is that basketball? What's happening with the basketball there? Have you been told information about that?
So I'm actually going to be finding out what's really going to be happening tomorrow. But as of right now, coaches are saying limited access to the gym, mask everywhere, in the classroom, 6 feet apart, with a mask on. A lot of the classes are actually going to be online, so students do have the choice to stay home and do their classes online.
Yeah. And when you look at your whole journey from coming from South Sudan to Australia and then going all the way to the US to pursue your basketball, what are you most proud of in that time?
I'm proud of how hard I've worked to get to the position I am today. And I can't take that all without the help of the people I got and the support of the people I met. Most definitely, that's what I'm most proud of.
Yeah. And what would be your advice to young people from the BRIMBANK community here in Australia, in Melbourne, Victoria? What would you say to them? And maybe people from your cultural background as well.
What would I say to them in terms of coming to America and playing basketball?
Just in general, for them living in the community and playing sport.
Mm-hmm. I would say chase your dreams. Don't light up. Anything is possible. Because I was told that I would never be playing basketball in America, and here I am today.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And lastly, Mayoum, what does the future look like for you? What are some of your goals and your aspirations?
So my goals right now are like go to Loyola Marymount first of all. Just learn the game better. Be a student of the game, and just take it one day at a time.
Fantastic. Well, Mayoum, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on, and a lot of the Sunshine Heights people in the community of BRIMBANK will be happy to hear about you, as well as those outside of the BRIMBANK community. Do you have anything to say to them? Lastly, now as we finish.
Oh, it's been a long time. I just want to say thank you for hearing me out. Love y'all, miss y'all. It's just, I'm just happy right. He speaking to you right now, like you're a old teammate, a good friend. I could tell you're so smiling.
Yes, no, it's been an absolute pleasure, and maybe one day I can come and visit you and see you playing, hopefully in the NBA. with LeBron James or something. That would be awesome. But thank you very much, Mayoum, for coming on, and I really appreciate it.
All right, Maxie. Thank you for having me.
Cheers. And that was Mayoum, a US college basketballer at Loyola Marymount University in Los Angeles. He's from South Sudan originally and moved to Melbourne as a youngster and lived in the western suburbs. He's a leader, South Sudanese leader, and he's a prospect to watch out in the future. Thanks very much, Mayoum.